Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you for staying with us up till now. We continue conversations this morning, and this time we're celebrating again. We're speaking with Miss Alana Alleyne. She's the holder of an MSc in Economics, a BSc in Economics and Management, and recently graduated with a diploma in Marketing. And so we have her on this morning. We're going to have that conversation, of course, balancing studies, work, and being a single mother. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. And of course, I want to start off by saying congratulations to you again on achieving this feat. We really appreciate the fact that you've immersed yourself in this kind of studies and representing Tobago, and of course your village of Mount St. George. I must put that plug in there because I know you're proud from Mount St. George. And so we're talking this morning of your achievements. You've done it again. Let's start with, how do you feel?
I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I think that that is one of the best ways to put it. I have more or less been operating in a very high pressure environment for the past 2 years, and to finally cross that stage, to finally reach that goal that, I've had this in my head for such a long time, and to have reached that goal, like I said, to have crossed that stage, it's definitely a sigh of relief, and I think it's something that is worthy of celebrating.
And you're speaking there, and I'm feeling the emotions coming from you, and I almost got a tear there, I am sure. And sometimes we set these goals for ourselves, really, really beautiful goals, because I mean, you want to achieve things, you want to improve your life. Did you imagine for a second how demanding? I mean, we know these things are demanding, but could you have imagined how demanding it would have been for you those past 2 years in trying to achieve this goal?
No. And I think that I am someone, when I put my mind to something, I usually just go after it. But I think that this is the thing that could have definitely broken me, that could have really. There were many times that I really actually wanted to give up. There were many times I actually was just in tears, and I'm very teary eyed right now, because it was very challenging. It took a lot more than I thought that it would. And I think my faith in God, my family, my friends, and of course my daughter, oh my God, my daughter, I think, has been really the driving force in terms of me making it to the end. It has not been easy, but I think the love and support of my circle, my family and friends, is what really made it worth it.
I understand your emotions, and trust me when I tell you it was worth the while. I'm sure you are thinking now it was worth it in the end. Of course, having that circle of support there to push you, to give you the drive to press on. Now, I was reading a little bit about your story, and it mentioned that over 100 persons applied for this opportunity, and they only selected 25, and you managed to be one of the 25. What was the process like in terms of applying for this? How did it come about?
Firstly, my professors would have encouraged me to, you're so good, try doing something else. And I applied for this program not knowing the intensity of it. I saw it, I was encouraged to do it, and I got I realized that I had to submit a presentation to say why I wanted to do it. I'm like, okay, this is a bit much. Then I had to do an interview, and I think it's at the interview I realized how intense this program was. Because I'm like, okay, this is a bit extra, right? And in speaking to the program head, Professor Jason Belleau, we were talking, and he asked me, why do you want to be a part of this program? How do you see digital marketing, which is basically essentially what it is? How do you think it can help you? And I actually told him about my story to evolve. You guys know me as the make money, manage money, look good, feel good. You know me for that. But going on that journey to evolve and realizing what it took to exist in the online space, and realizing what we as Caribbean people, how we are missing out by not being on the world stage, and knowing that you can be in Tobago, anywhere in the world, and have a presence and to have a business. And me telling him that story and driving it home to him, I didn't even see it as, an interview. We're having an impassioned conversation as to why it was applicable to me and to where I was from as a person coming from a very small Tobago, very small island of Tobago. And during that interview, he was like, "That's it. You're in." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm in, right?" And I remember telling some of my friends when I got accepted that, "Hey, I got into this program." And they were like, "You got into that program?" I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "We applied and we got rejected." And I think it was only then that I realized that, yo, this thing is highly competitive. And after speaking to my program head, like a few months after when we actually started, actually our very first day of orientation, I realized how competitive it was, because I think it was over 800 applications, and they just weeded out persons at different levels. And he essentially did hundreds of interviews just to find that final 25. So I felt so special being the only person that looks like me, the only female that looked like me, if you could get what I'm saying, within that class. And I felt that I would have represented where I was from, and I felt like I made an impact.
And we just saw a clip of the video here with you crossing that stage. We also saw videos when I think you guys were taking a group shot, a little video there where you were taking a group shot. I saw it somewhere on social media, and I saw you expressing yourself with such pride, beaming with pride in, representing, and you said it quite well. Someone, the only person looking like you. I think that's what you represented when you went there. And when you talk about that sense of relief, I feel as if that is what you're talking about. Someone looking like you, achieving this, being selected of one of 25 out of 800 plus persons. Alana, we have to say congratulations to you. We have to say how proud we are of you. We have to say continue
Thank you.
pressing. I know the challenges was insurmountable when you entered, you embarked on this, and look at how you are today. Look at where you're sitting today. Look at the conversation you're having today. And if I know anything about you, I'm sure you're looking for another challenge. I am sure.
I think that life is all about learning, growing, and evolving. I pride myself in being someone who doesn't just talk the talk but walk the walk. Where I'm from, the village of Mount St. George, where if on any good day a lot of people don't have anything to say, I think it's my duty to represent the young people and to be an inspiration to the ones coming up beyond me. And also to kind of let people know that even though I'm from a very small island and it's just a speck on the map, that we as Tobagonians, Trimbagonians, I feel as everywhere we go, we represent. Because one of the things is that I quickly stood out for my presence, the way that I speak. I remember one of my lecturers saying, like, where did you get that? And I said, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I said, in Tobago, from the moment you can walk, you're in speech band, you're in this, you're in that, you have to know how to represent yourself, right? And I think that played out for me. And what always resonated in the back of my mind, because you can become very intimidated in these types of environments. I kept telling myself, you are as good as any, but better than many. And that is something that really helped to push me forward and to really show up in the moments that mattered.
So, Alana, what is next for you? You have achieved this goal. You have spoken about the challenges that you experience. You've spoken about how much you had to put yourself into it and to ensure you represent yourself, you represent your family, your friends, and all the persons who have supported you. And now you are here today. What is next for you?
I think what's next for me is yet to be written. And one of the things I will say is that sigh of relief is one where I want to get realigned and focused. As you know, that I'm a mom, and I pride myself in really giving my daughter that time and attention and energy that she needs. She would have sacrificed so much for me to get here. And I think at this juncture, one of the things I want to focus on is, as much as I want to achieve my goals, hers are important too. So routine. But what's next for me is stay tuned. Follow me, follow my page, follow my page Evolve, my journey to evolve. I have some excellent initiatives coming up. I don't want to say too much right now, but I think that once you're tuned in, you will see some stuff popping off soon. But like I said, I am open to whatever blessings that God have in store for me. I know that this is just one thing. I think my aunt would have put it quite well a few days ago, my aunt Carla, and she said, you know what, you are progressing to your next level of success. So when you ask me what's next, I am on the road to progressing to my next level of success.
That's right. And thank you, Auntie Carla, because sometimes we think when we achieve something, we've arrived. And I like the fact that, it's a progression. You continue to press for more. And I love the fact that you are opening yourself to spend some time with your daughter, to invest that relationship, because it really is difficult trying to balance, as you mentioned, achieving your own personal goals, because sometimes we sacrifice our goals for our children. And so now we see the balance there where you sacrifice for her and she sacrifices for you as well. So I do hope that you get to enjoy that mother-daughter time together and make that investment in her life the same way she has invested in you. And Alana, we want to wish you the very best. I can guarantee you that we will be following you. We will be staying tuned to your page to see what is happening next. And personally from me and from all of us here at the Tobago Updates Television, we wish you the very best. Continue putting your best foot forward. Continue ensuring that your identity and your brand is established. And continue just reaching for the stars. Continue progressing and take us along on this journey with you. All the very best, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for having me.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Miss Alana Alleyne, better known as the Evolve Lady. Yes, and she recently graduated with a postgraduate diploma in digital marketing with a GPA of 4.45, 4.46. Excellent work there, balancing motherhood, balancing studies, work, and all that she is there. So congratulations to her from all of us. And this is an encouragement for any of you who have your goals that you want to achieve. It is possible. Put your best foot forward, make the investment, and decide to be intentional about achieving your goals. It is quite possible. We have to go for a short break, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue conversations this morning. And we ask that you stay with us. And as you stay with us, of course, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.